This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
Good evening. Well, we started the day with a fresh coating of snow in the valleys and even more up in the mountains. But should we expect a repeat performance? We begin with Stormwatch team coverage to answer that question. Chief Meteorologist Mike Algers in the Weather Center with a look at what to expect in the coming days. And Adam Varahachikal is live on Mount Rose Highway after speaking with experts about driving in wintry conditions. But we'll start with you, Mike. Could we see a few more snowflakes this week?
Yeah, I think we could. It's going to be a little bit tough in terms of getting much down here. I think we're going to be sort of on the edge of whether we're going to have any precipitation down here that will stick to the ground. As snow levels are going to be very, very close to what we have here at this elevation. If you look at what's happening with our satellite picture, we can see this is one system. Now, it has some moisture to it, but it doesn't have a tremendous amount of dynamics. It's split down here to the south a little bit. You can see some energy on the west side kind of pushing it down to the south, and then you can see some other energy kind of bringing it back up. So again, and without a lot of dynamics, it's going to be hard to circulate much around, and it does seem to be pushing to the south a fair bit. If you take a look at what's happening right here, we have a couple of little bands here and there that are producing some showers. None of them are really getting over the mountains with much more than just a little bit of shower activity here and there. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have more coming up here as we go further into the week. In fact, as we look at tomorrow morning, we're probably going to be seeing widely scattered to isolated. It looks like there's more on this than there really is going to be, but temperatures are cold enough that we could see some snow all the way to the valley floor, and then snow levels rising up a little off the valley floor tomorrow. But again, not heavy amounts of precipitation down here. Little bit different situation up in the mountains, however. In fact, throughout the evening, our own Adam Varahachikal has been kind of watching what's been going on across the area, and he joins us live from, it looks like you've come down from the top of Mount Rose a little bit, Adam. I know that earlier today the conditions up there were pretty slick. How is the travel over the pass doing lately here?
Well, Mike, as of right now, we're up in the Mantra area, and as you can see from the road, they're pretty wet right now, and in the next several hours, it could easily turn into black ice. And, you know, with that said, it could be a challenge driving in these types of conditions, but experts say it's all about being extra careful and being aware of your surroundings in your vehicle.
We see a lot of accidents, you know, especially during the winter months, early mornings, during the commute time, because we have a lot of traffic out there.
It can get slippery out there with snow challenging your vision and the potential of running into black ice and spitting out. It could be scary on the road with these conditions.
And that's why places like American Driver's Ed offer courses to improve driving skills and help give people confidence on the road during wintry conditions.
At that point, if you're going to be pulling out in traffic, what do you really want to do?
Stephen Shaw has been teaching people how to drive for years, and his cars have the latest equipment to keep students as safe as possible.
You have to take the time to recognize what that car has. You need to find these things without looking.
He's been teaching mainly teenagers and others starting to drive for the first time to establish some good habits.
With teens, you can start developing good, healthy, or safe driving skills early in their driving life.
And I got to act as a student in the parking lot, and let's just say I did not have a good start.
Did you look before you pulled out into traffic?
I did.
I learned more about driving on an incline when it's snowing or raining heavily.
Take your foot off the accelerator, downshift, let the car and gravity carry you down. If you find that you're starting to lose control, that's the time to pull off.
Shaw says it could be stressful to drive during this time, but he tells his students to pull over somewhere if they get upset.
Take a few minutes, wind down, and then continue on. It's transportation. It gets you from point A to point B. That's all the car is good for.
And remember, you can always check the latest conditions by dialing 511 or head to our website at KTVN.com and click on the road conditions button at the top of the page. Covering Stormwatch live on Mount Rose Highway, Adam Varahachikal, Channel 2 News.